All right, collective. We're going to get straight up into this reading. Holy Spirit, angel guys, what do we have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know? We have adjustments are required. Okay, we're going to find out about what that's about. What else? So there's going to have to be some compromising and some adjusting. We have show the world the real you, bring love into the situation. Someone's being called out by spirit. Spirit is saying be authentic, be the real you. You're not really showing up the way that you truly are. Someone's still behind an image, right? And then we have it's time to release negativity. Take time to breathe out. So whatever happened, whatever negative effect or whatever negative emotions it created, it's like it's time to release it. Release the negativity of the fighting, going back and forth, even whether it's energetic, because y'all know we be energetically fighting too. Or if it's like a thought process or even physically, just release it. What else, Holy Spirit, angel guys? We have time, we have the spark, alchemical flame, surreal seed. It feels like something was destined to come together at a certain point or time within someone's journey. So I feel like that's what's playing out right now. A flame is being lit, so someone is the guide. Someone's pulling someone towards them, whether they're aware of it or not. But this is already happening. Now it's just a matter of who this person is. But this is already happening. Who is this about? We got somebody who's mastering something. Could be a high priestess, right? She's working on something. Then we have the Page of Cups. And we have Two of Pentacles. Maybe she's been back and forth in her mind about a connection. If she's going to walk away from it or if she's going to hold it. Did she want a new beginning or did she just want to let it go? It seems like the call is on her to decide what she wants within a connection. Oh, somebody's watching her though. Someone who owes her an apology, who juggled her. So I feel like while this high priestess is working on something, she's mastering something, there's somebody who wants to apologize to her for juggling her. They're watching her. She makes them happy. What do they like about the high priestess? Hey guys. Hi Lani. Hi Ankita. Ankita, I hope I said that right. What about her makes him happy? Oh, he sees her so differently. I think he likes the fact that she's very enlightened. She seems so peaceful. It's like her and her thoughts. I think he likes the way her mind thinks. But he sees her as somebody who's just very different. Like, I don't think anybody's ever affected him in the way that she does. Her energy also feels like things just blossom around her. Things grow around her. And it grows because... Hi, 9695. Welcome. He feels like things grow around her, but not that it's effortless, but it's like something about her is so pure, right? It's like, so things are going to grow when they're around her. They see her in a magical way. So it's like they're seeing her in a way that's like beyond words that they could express, but they just feel like she's the most beautiful thing that they've ever seen. Her mind is different. Her perspective on life is different. And it's like, I feel like she lives out what she believes, right? You know how some people believe in something, but they don't really like live it out. If she says she's going to do something, or whatever she says she's going to do, it blossoms at some point, right? It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's like it always comes to pass. It's almost like she can't, once she says it, it's like she can't stop it from happening. It has to happen because she's going to go down that course. You get me? Until she masters it. So remember, we started off with the high priestess. She is working on something and trying to master it. So he's reading into her correctly about like who she is, but I don't think he's seen her that way before. How else does he view her? Holy Spirit, angel guides. King of Cups. She could be very creative. She's in charge of her emotions. Like, even if she is feeling pain, even if she is sad, she doesn't show up that way. She's gonna keep pushing through. 7 of coins, 5 of coins. He feels like she's kind of hard to read. But one thing he feels that he's understanding about her is that she's not somebody who is going to stick around when someone is putting extra weight on her. Like if they don't have their stuff together, she's not going to take responsibility for the load that they need to either deal with or put into the connection, right? So it's like she's looking for something balanced, reciprocated. So even though she could be emotionally open, she still has emotional intelligence to where there's a logic to how she operates even out of her emotions. So she's very much in control of how she feels or how she's going to express herself. We just started. Yeah, see, there she go. Okay, she's a Queen of Cups. Oh, that's them as a King of Cups too. They've fallen in love with her. They love this Queen of Cups. They're in love with her. But we have strength, but they're scared of her. Like, part of them is scared of her and a part of them is not. Why are they scared of her? Something happened in the past. We have the Star. They need to heal something with her that they didn't heal. They broke her heart. They hurt her. They had an opportunity to be in a relationship with her and they moved away. They went a different direction. And it's like, if she wanted a child, it's like maybe he wasted a certain amount of time with her to where she felt like she wasted time and she thought maybe they were going to have a child together. But it's like he took that from her as well. Not that he literally took it, but he took it as far as like, even if they didn't talk about that, it's just like, if she had that dream for herself, she wanted to settle down, build the family, And she feels like time is going. There was an amount of time that she spent there waiting for them to really commit to the connection so that they would be that person. But instead they moved on. They moved in another direction and hurted her. That's how she, well, that's how they see it. How does she see it? But that's how they see it. Like they hurt her. But they did have an opportunity to be in a relationship with her. We have the Chariot. We have Four of Cups. She feels like they just took off. They ghosted me. He went where he could get attention from other people. That's how she felt. He withdrew his energy. Yeah, oh, okay. I think it's that King of Swords. That's tapping into the King of Cups. But we got the Four of Swords, Three of Coins, the Sun. She's saying that he ran away. He got attention from somebody else. But this is what her intuition is telling her. And she came out as the High Priestess twice. So I believe her intuition is spot on because she's sure about it. She's like, he ran away. He went to go deal with other people to get attention from them. That was the opportunity that we were supposed to build a relationship. Like, get to know one another. But then she felt like, well, the truth got exposed that he was stretching out his energy, right? We got the Ace of Cups, we got Three of Cups. He was given to different feminines. That truth got exposed. It got revealed. And then she saw him as toxic. She might have even waited. We have Eight of Wands. We have Justice. She might have still waited for them to try to reach out, communicate, balance out things with her, take accountability, apologize, Page of Cups. And then they was going to start something new. So I feel like the feminine had hope that the masculine would fix the situation. She's like, okay, I found out about the third party. I'm willing to forgive him, but I need to see that he's going to try to work this out. But it's like he didn't try to work it out. So that might have been what made him miss his real opportunity. We have 10 of Coins. Let me shuffle. Okay, so we got a situation here. This is not my type of reading. If she was holding on because he was paying the bills, then that's very karmic of her. That's very karmic of her. So if she was dealing with a karmic, she was dealing with a reflection of herself. But I forgot what I wanted to ask. Hold on, because we still digging. So we got the feminine, how he sees her. He sees her differently now, right? So in the past, He was playing with the third parties and she saw it, and he knows she saw that. Like, so she looks at him like, but he's like, I know I hurt her. I broke her heart. So there's an acknowledgement. He understands why she withdrew her energy. Who was he in the past? Let's get to that, because he's a King of Cups now. Who was he in the past to her? We got the Six of Cups. He was a soulmate. He felt the bond. Okay. What else? They had something where he was giving her some attention, but she was the same way. So in their relationship, they didn't exchange a lot of energy towards one another. It seems like the connection was very casual. Like, I'll talk to you when I talk to you, but I know you're there. Like, we still got something going. But if I don't talk to you in a month or two, I could still come back in. Okay, so he felt like that worked for him. He could come in and out, not because he's like just coming in and out, but because he doesn't have to give energy to the connection every single day. Like, he didn't want to jump into a relationship. So it seemed like that flowed for him. He liked that. Okay, so then what was the problem? He wanted to keep it that way until something in his life, some sort of responsibility or stress, was over with. Because he was stressing about something. What was he stressing about? The Empress, Strength. I think he doubted himself. And this goes with the masculine readings, if you guys watched the masculine reading, because it was like that. Like, they needed more self-love. And I feel like that's what's happening here with this masculine. He was intimidated by the Queen of Cups. He sees her as an empress. So either she had way more responsibilities than him, that he just felt like he wasn't ready for. He didn't feel like he could step into that role, or he didn't know how to be a partner for that situation. Like, because the Empress could also be that she has kids, right? So from his point of view, his perspective, it's like he would have to be this strong masculine to be able to take care of that. A feminine's process and a masculine's process is different, especially when it comes to children. If he has no kids and she has kids, then for him, that's like a whole big thing, because it's like, those aren't my kids. And then it's like, is the father involved? Am I going to have baby daddy drama? And da-da-da-da-da. I mean, of course, that's why you get to know somebody before assuming those things. But it's a logical and rational thought process to go through, because you don't know what you're walking into. So if she have kids, that was in the way. Not that her kids are in the way, but for him, it's like, she's amazing, she's a catch, but she has a level of responsibility that I don't know if I can handle, or if that I'm even ready for, without knowing her situation. But regardless of, let's say everything is cool with her and her baby daddy, and the kids are taken care of, everything is fine. That's still a rational thought process to go through as the person stepping into that world. Like, so regardless of him knowing her situation or not, it still was a thought process for him that he had to consider. I think that responsibility scared him. What else? But he didn't communicate this. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. He was trying to work through this thought process. I think that, how was he trying to work through this thought process? Because he was trying to gain his independence. I mean, his confidence up as a King of Wands. Like, he feels like he's evolving from like a boy to a man, because it's like there's certain things that the masculine is required to do for the home based off of his belief system, right? Whatever his belief system is about it, he's trying to live up to that expectation. So a part of his reason for how things played out was because he just didn't know if he was ready for that, like, responsibility. And he was trying to work through it. He was doing this slowly, but he was moving in that direction of working through it. How was he working through it? We got the Devil. Oh, it was his perspective around it. Okay. This is the problem, though. So now he's coming out as a King of Cups and a King of Swords. So he became aware that his mindset was toxic. But I feel like little bit by little bit, he was coming to this conclusion. It wasn't always recognizable. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. King of Cups, King of Swords. He was conflicted between his mind and his emotions. Okay. Ooh, that was so clear. Thank you, Spirit. So he literally was in a battle of his mind and his heart. And he's trying to weigh it. This is why he was moving really, really slow. I think he just didn't know what he wanted, and he knew what he felt, but he just didn't know how he could have it. It wasn't that simple in his mind of just like connecting to a person and figuring it out together. It's like he felt like he had to figure it out. That's what a King of Wands is supposed to do. That's what a man is supposed to do. I'm supposed to figure it out. I'm supposed to take care of everything. So in his mind, he was already like checking off these lists, these things. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I feel like every time I connect to this energy, I talk like this. I really think they don't know how to say how they feel. But it's like, besides them not knowing how to say how they feel, they didn't know how to create this. Because in their mind, it's like what they feel they have to do in that situation it's a lot of work. You get me? So it's just easier to deny the connection and say, you know what, I'm not going to move in that direction because this is actually going to require a lot out of me. But there was no expression of that. There was no communication. So I do feel like that's why that caused confusion for the Divine Feminine, the High Priestess, because she's like, what's going on? All right, so then how did he get to the third parties if he was going through this thought process about her? We have Page of Pentacles. What else? He decided he was going to go see and find out if there was somebody else, I guess he could feel that way about her with. But then it's something about his family. Because it's like he was working through separating himself from them as well, his family. Because he needed to be alone. he's been guided actually to move away from his family. So I feel like this masculine, he holds a lot of things. Like he's been going through a lot in his mind, right? In his mind, it's already a lot to adjust. Remember we had adjust that came out. Well, anyways, he's gonna have to, yeah, adjustments is required. That was, I think, the first card that came out. He was trying to separate from his family so he could figure out how he could work with this feminine, because it's what he wanted. He just didn't know how to create it. And then I guess it went against his family values. So for him, it was a whole lot of like, damn, I gotta really like sacrifice a lot to be with this feminine because she doesn't fit into my world. She doesn't in any way. My family wouldn't accept her. And beyond my family not accepting her, she comes with a lot of responsibilities that I as a man should take care of. And I can't offer that to her because it's such a big load. And then I don't know if I'm ready to be a father, or if they're already a father, but to be a father, a stepfather or something like that. Like that's their thought process. It's not about them loving her and wanting her. It's just the responsibility of what comes with it. Now, if everything was simplified in their world, if she didn't have any kids, if she wasn't so oddly out of this world, she would fit in with their family, with their life. And it would just be him bringing her into his world. That's the perfect way in his mind. But he has to change in order to be with her in so many ways. It's not just like, oh, I want to be with you. It's, I'm going to fight with my family. I'm going to lose friendships. And then I'm going to have to step up to the plate because this won't be your first time experiencing a child. I'll be learning and moving into your world and adapting to what you already have going on. That's like a big decision he's making for love, right? I mean, that's a heck of a lot different when we get down to that type of perspective. Okay, so now, how did he end up with the third parties? I mean, I feel like he was just trying to run away from the connection because he felt like it was just too much. We have the Star, sideways, what else? Four of Pentacles, sideways. The Moon. It's something he hadn't healed from. It's some secrets that he had. What is the secret? Things that were in his subconscious. His ego. We got the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. He didn't want to get too close because I feel like some past trauma that he had, it's like anytime he gave up more of himself, the real him, he got really close, he got hurt. He didn't want to talk about marriage. He didn't want to go that deep. So he was in a different space when he met this feminine. He's went through so many different emotions and changes since he's met this feminine. He went from, I don't want to feel, I don't know, I don't want to connect to you. I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to want me. I don't want you to want to be in a marriage because that's not me. Like that's how he was feeling. And then when he did start thinking about a relationship with her, then it became, damn, but can I actually have this? Because even if I want to change my mind now, I don't know if I could do this. And then it's like, I got my family to worry about. And then in the back of that, it was like there was some unhealed trauma he hadn't really released. Like he had moved on from it, but he hadn't moved on from it. But this was hidden. And it's a part of why he's so withdrawn. He refuses to connect fully in the connection. What is this hidden trauma? We have Queen of Wands. We have Queen of Wands and we have the Chariot. This is somebody that he's dealing with. This is definitely the third party, or the feminine could have been the third party, right? But he has a lot of conflict with a Queen of Wands. So he hadn't fully moved on. So that Queen of Wands was an ex. And then he went back to her, and he went back to her because he needed clarity on the situation if it was really over. And then I feel like damn. Y'all know we've been reading the storyline, but it's like the whole thing is like coming together. It's coming out. But what I was going to say, because then I'm going to end it here, and we're going to do the next collective reading. But he's gaining clarity that, well, he had to get clarity about this ex, the Queen of Wands. Remember, the Queen of Cups is who he wants to be with. He was a King of Swords, King of Cups, but I feel like he's the King of Swords. He's more logical in his approach to things. So this Queen of Wands fit his image. This is where he was conflicted, because it's like things would be easier with this Queen of Wands because she doesn't have the responsibilities that the Empress have. And I could build with this Queen of Wands, and I love this Queen of Wands. But the thing is that they always fought. And when he went back to her, it's because he was having this thought process already about the Empress. I think she came back at some point while he was already dealing with the Empress. But remember, he was trying to keep his distance from the Empress. But he was keeping his distance because he was thinking. But then he still had this ex he hadn't healed from. And the ex came back. And they were in the middle of trying to like work something out. So I feel like he was single, started talking to the feminine, but still was keeping his distance, but still was there. And he liked it how it was because she was cool with the momentum at first. I think when this Queen of Wands came back in, it started to show that his energy wasn't just that like they have a little distance, but he's coming back in. It's like he's not really there. He's not really present anymore. So that's where she picked up on the fact they were dealing with somebody else, and she was right. Because that feminine came back in and they hadn't fully broken that tie with them. They hadn't moved on. They hadn't healed. They were halfway there. So they were in this 50-50 energy of like, I could move on or I can try again. And somewhere in it, they tried again. And that's where they gained the clarity, like, this connection is over this time. I don't love this feminine anymore, or I don't want to be with this feminine anymore. All we do is fight. And then it's like his heart opens up for the Queen of Cups. But is he ready? Because it's like he hasn't really had time to heal. We have Death, we have Knight of Swords. What else? We have the Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, oh, they messed up. They didn't mean for the situation to get like this. I said I was going to come off. They messed up because what happened was they were going to end this with the Queen of Wands and thought that the Queen of Cups wouldn't find out because they were single. So they didn't get back in the relationship with the Queen of Wands. They just was like trying to see if it could work. But again, they were giving more attention to her. In the middle of that, the Divine Feminine walked away. So that frustrated them. That made them upset because she ended things. The Queen of Cups ended things while he was trying to end things with this Queen of Wands. But it's like he was moving very slow with it. Because I think that them coming back into talking, like that talking stage again, it made this Queen of Wands automatically think they were going to get together, be together. So now he has to break away from that. And I feel like he has a hard time finishing out things. So he didn't intend for that Queen of Cups to walk away. So he's like mad at himself that he chose to handle the situation that way. She probably didn't let him speak. She blocked him after saying whatever she had to say. But the situation ended up in disappointment. He's been out in the cold, but it's been forcing him to take accountability. Okay, so let's wrap this up. What's going to be the outcome? Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. What else? So she's now a Queen of Pentacles, and she's manifesting a King of Wands. That's the energy that she's in. We have Four of Coins sideways, the Tower, Nine of Cups, the Empress. I don't know if she's about to meet a King of Wands. She's probably about to meet a King of Wands. The reason why I say that is because now he wants her. He wants her so bad, and he's stressed out. But with her being this Queen of Pentacles, there's a King of Wands that's about to come in, and it's already on the way. We have Four of Coins, right? I feel like more than anything, this is gonna be a surprise for her as well. But he's like having this Tower moment because he's realizing that she's everything that he would have wanted, and all he had to do was become that King of Wands, but somebody else is going to take his place. This is what he's thinking. It's not saying that that's true, but this is just what he's thinking. So I don't know what he's going to do with that. Maybe that's going to push him into gear to reach out with him thinking that way, but that's what he's thinking. But that's what I have for you guys with Butterfly Gang Gang. If it resonated, y'all know what to do. We're about to do another collective, and then we will be off tonight. And we did our Monday readings. Hey, so we'll be back again tomorrow too. But I love y'all, and I will see you guys